Everyone, good morning and welcome to AskSpot Office Hours live help sessions. This is where you can ask quick questions regarding AskSpot and get live help. Also, on this course, we do live builds to show you how different AskSpot tools can work in real use cases. So for today, what we are going to be building is a real word IntelliForm. I call it Find Your Style Quiz. It will help user discover the best hairstyle for their face shape, for their hair type, and for their lifestyle. And then the AI recommends a cut or the stylist. So this is the kind of form that's perfect for local businesses. So if you're someone working with salons, with spas, with beauty consultants, it can help them capture lead. It can help them save time, in consultation, and it can also deliver real value instantly. So I will build it step by step, so you can see how easy it is to go from a concept to a live form using just a spots in form. Okay, and you guys, if you have any questions at all while I'm building this in Teleform, feel free to use the chat section for that. Or you can also unmute your mic for any questions at all while we're building this. Okay. So let me just exit out of my screen, close this, and let's go to our ASPOT account. So let's just build this inside in our IntelliForm templates and create new one, create IntelliForm. And let's see here for the name, let's just name it Find Your Style Quiz. And then let's just say for salons, spas, or beauty consultants. Just a quick question, guys. Whenever you import this links or these templates, does the description also get imported on your account? Feel free to answer that in the chats, because I'm not sure if it carries over the even the description of the template. So over here, as you can see here, we have our form builder. And for our form builder, we will start adding a few fields in here. So let's just start with our first one, which is hair basics. So let's just rename this to hair basics, save changes. Okay, and now, first thing that we will use is our select button right here. Drag that in our form section, and then click inside to change the properties of this field. So let's just put a unique ID, which we should always do whenever we're building IntelliForms, so we can reference that unique ID later on our prompt. Let's add a label, placeholder, and then let's add our helper text. And then let's just add a few options in here for our users. Let's just say this one's straight, this one's wavy, this one's curly, then let's just say oily, and then this one's fine. And then let's add another option. This is thick, and last option would be the not sure option. Okay. So let's make sure to get that saved. And for our next one, we're going to be asking what texture their hair is. So let's make sure to use the select field for that. So hair texture goals is our unique ID. Then we're going to add a label. We're going to add a placeholder and then a helper text. And then we're just going to add a few options. I just find it, guys, that users tend to finish the form more when you provide them with options. So they can just select between options in your field. So let's just make sure to get those all added and save changes. So first question, what is your natural hair type? Second question, what texture or finish are you aiming for? And then last question, we're going to be asking them for their face shape. And add a label, add another placeholder. And then let's just add this helper text. Don't worry if you're unsure. Just pick the closest match, and then we'll add a few more options for them to select from. So we have round, we have oval, we have square, we have maybe heart shape, maybe we have long shape, we have diamond in here, and then another not sure option. Save changes, and there you go. So these are our three questions. Always make sure that you save the current page first before you move on to the next one. So let's add another page, and this one will be an input page again. We just remove this. We don't really need that. And then let's add another select block in here. And let's add another unique ID. And then for the label field, let's just delete that and add this. How much time do you typically spend styling your hair each day? We have our placeholders. Select your preferred styling time. We have our helper text. Your answer helps us match you with styles you can maintain easily. And then we'll just add four options in here. One is under 5 minutes. The next one will be 5 to 15 minutes. And then the next one will be the 15 to 30 minutes. And then over here we have the let's just say 30 minutes plus. There you go. And save that. Um, Next thing that we will add is maybe some lifestyle factors. So let's use the multi-select block for that and click for properties. So our unique ID will be this. Label will be what lifestyle factor should we consider? And then let's just say select all that apply. And let's add a few more options in here. And minimalist routine. Let's add two more for the options. And let's just say humid or dry climate. Okay, so there goes our lifestyle and maintenance. So let's make sure to rename this. Let's say lifestyle and maintenance. Save changes for that. Okay, awesome. Now let's make sure we save our current page and let's move on to the next input field or the next input page. This one's going to be our style preferences. So style preferences, save changes for that. Delete this. We don't really need that. And let's use another multi-select block. So over here, let's put our unique ID. Let's just say style underscore inspiration and then label what kind of vibe are you going for. Helper text. These keywords will help us match you with inspiration that fits. And then we're just going to give them a few options that they can just select from. So this one, soft and romantic. Let's add one more. Okay. And then we have trendy and modern. We have low-key natural. And then we have glamorous. Awesome. There you go. So these are the options that they can just quickly select from. Next, I think let's just ask them an optional question. We'll be using the input block for that. And for the unique ID, let's just say inspiration for celebrities. Are there any celebrities or icons whose hairstyle you love? And then let's just say this is entirely optional. So you can enter any celebrity, influencer, or maybe a character or inspo. Just make sure to get that saved. And those are all our input fields that we need for this IntelliForm. So now that we're done with our input pages, let me just click here and add our cover page. So for our cover page, it's just a quick description on what this IntelliForm, what this quiz is all about. So let me just click here. Welcome to cover page. And we just said, not sure what hairstyle suits you best. We've got you. And then we're going to add another one. Let's use a paragraph block for that. Enter it right here. And let me just add this. This quick image enhanced quiz will help you discover the cut, texture, and vibe that works perfectly for your hair type, face shape, lifestyle, and inspiration. Okay. And then let's just add a rich text in here and just give them a quick brief of a quick intro of what to expect for this IntelliForm. So there you go. Save changes. So what to expect? This will just take 2 to 3 minutes. You can personalize results powered by AI. You can have it be emailed to you. And then no pressure, just inspiration. Okay. Let's just let's just say do email. There you go. And let's see here. What else? Maybe let's change this button right here to start the quiz. Okay, then let's make that full width. And there we go. I don't think there's too much space in our rich text. So let's just make sure um to remove that. Save that, and let's just add a quick cover image for this IntelliForm. Click for properties. Click here to add an image. And let's add one. Okay, there you go. I think that's better. Let's just make sure to select that. Okay, there you go. Now let's save changes. And there you go. So this will be the cover letter of this IntelliForm. So now we have, let's just rename this to welcome. Save changes. Okay, there you go. So now we have all of the things that we need for the IntelliForm. Let's move on to our prompt builder. Oh, sorry. Let me just go to customization, edit a few things in here. First is, do you want to show progress bar in form? Yes, let's enable that. And then do you want to allow user to navigate between pages? So, yep. Let's just enable that. Preparing results is fine. And you can also enable to allow user to chat with the AI response. So you can even add your own system prompt in here. Let's make sure to get that saved. And let's move on to our prompt builder. So the result from this IntelliForm, the result from this quiz will entirely will entirely be from this prompt builder here. So it's very important to get the prompt right, especially when it comes to IntelliForms. So let's just add this and I'll show you guys. This will be the prompt that we will be using. So basically, we just told it you are a virtual hair consultant. Based on the user's input, generate a personalized hairstyle recommendation that is beautifully formatted and easy to read. So earlier, when I was testing this, I just noticed that the format was all funky and wonky. So I added this prompt to make sure that it formats it the way that we want it to show to the user. So over here it says use the following user inputs. So this will be the unique IDs we added earlier, and you'll also see them pull up on this part of your prompt page, and you can just simply click on them to copy, and you can paste them anytime on your prompt. And then we also added a goals for this chatbots or for this IntelliForm. So recommend a hairstyle that fits the user's hair type and face shape. And then we have explain why the style fits their lifestyle and time preferences, reference their style inspiration and maybe celebrity icons, recommend a service type or stylist they should look for, and then end with a strong call to action to book via this link. So I just put a dummy link in here. This one's my AskSpot onboarding link. But you can always change this to the salon's online booking link. And over here we just added response format. So this I told this I explicitly told the chatbot write the response using this structure with real content based on inputs. So it will be in this exact structure. So the way that this was formatted, it added, I think, HTML like markings, so just to make sure the format is correct, and it looks like this. So over here, we also added our tone. We noted it should be friendly, it should be supportive, it should be stylish. Never repeat the field names literally. Never include hashtags or brackets in final output, and then keep the message under 200 words. Okay. So this will be the prompt that we will be using, and now let's save changes. And let's start testing. So this will be the this is where we'll see if the prompt we added is going to be working. And like what I always say, it's always best to test your builds first before deploying it live. So select your hair type. Let's just say wavy. And then we want it to be slick and straight. Let's just say round. And then next. So you can see over here, it shows the name of the of the page at the top. So it's best to make sure that we have that. And then preferred styling time, let's just say under maybe 5 to 15 minutes. Let's say active gym goer, frequent traveler. And then next, let's also do, oh, 1 second. I think I did a mistake here, guys. I did something wrong here. Let me go to the form builder. We didn't ask for their email, and we need that. We need to ask for their email. So we have hair basics, lifestyle and maintenance, salon preferences. Okay, we don't have a page for their contact information or their email info. So let's make sure to get that added. Add page and then form. Let's just put that over here. There you go. I think this is fine. Oop. Okay. Welcome, her basics, lifestyle and maintenance, silent preferences, new page. Okay, let's just rename that to contact info. So we're going to be collecting their contact info. For this, let's just collect the email. So click for properties. This one's going to be unique ID, email address. And then let's just ask them to enter your email address, save changes. And let's change this button to um, get quiz results. And save that. Oh, also let's make that full width and save. All right. Now let's do another test. Okay. Now let's start the quiz. Select your hair type, straight, soft waves, say round, and then select your preferred styling time, say 5 to 15 minutes. Let's say active gym goer, frequent traveler. And then let's just say maybe classic and timeless. Are there any celebrities or icons whose hairstyle you love? Let's just say Taylor Swift. And then next, it's going to be asking for the email, kim@gmail.com. Get quiz results. So now it's preparing the entire results for us. All right, there you go. So this is the result from the IntelliForm. Let's find your perfect look for your straight hair and your goal of achieving soft fades. The loose waves hairstyle would be an excellent choice. It naturally enhances your round face shape by adding volume and elongating your facial features. So as you can see, I think it was able to recognize all of our unique IDs and inputs. It was able to reference all of those over here on the output. And then you can even actually, over here, as your salon for, you can even prompt it to match them, to match the user exactly with the hairstylist of the salon. So if they have a different hairstylist that specializes in maybe creating natural soft waves, so the AI can also match them with the perfect stylist. So that's it. That's our full build. And as you saw, it's fast, it's visual, and it delivers something that clients or users can actually use. So we only ask it, we only have for program it to ask a few smart questions, and then the AI returns a tailored resort. And good thing is it can even link them to a booking page. Um, so it's super easy. Actually, forms like this are easy to use across niches. So you can even just duplicate this for another niche. Maybe it's for med spas. Let's say Robin says on the chat, is there any way for it to show images of the style selected? I think that would be possible. I think that would be possible, Robin, if in the prompt you define all of the possible style result, and then you give it the link to the image itself. So you give it the public link to the image itself. I haven't really tried that on the IntelliForm, if it's able to display images based on results, but that is something you can definitely explore on the IntelliForm prompt. I mean, on the chatbot, I've already tried that. It works to the chatbot can display images if you put them on the prompt, as long as it's a public images. But I haven't really tried on the IntelliForm if that will work. Dan Johnson asked, Kim, I looked in the templates and didn't find anything like this. Do you remember having done anything with an employment application in the past? What would be the best way to update the experience with this type of form? Okay. Um, yeah, I think I remember doing something like that for employment application. I don't really remember, but yeah, I think I do have some templates in that area, Dan. But if you want, we can add that on one of our live session builds, an employment application. What kind of use case are you thinking for this kind of tool? I mean, what's the goal? What's the use case? Who's it for? Something like that. Maybe we can do it and build it live on the sessions. That typical form is just plain boring online PDF. Let's make it fun. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Let's make it fun with AI. But I seriously remember creating a template like that. I mean, a build like that last year, but I cannot remember. Oh my gosh. I'll make sure to look for that then and shoot you an email once I find something on my templates similar to what you mentioned. Robin says, "Can we get a copy of this in Teleform?" Yes, certainly. I'd be super happy to. Let me make sure all changes are saved. Go back and click the three dots, click share, and then we have our duplicate via link, copy duplicate page link, put that in the chat, and then duplicate link. There you go. So I just put that in the chat. Oh, I think it's this one. Applicant screener. Is that this one? Um, oh, Dan, I think I found what you were saying about the employment application in Teleform. One second, let me check if it's you're an AI resume screener evaluating job applicants for a data analyst role based on the following applicant responses. Oh, I think it's this one. Yep, should be this one. Let me just get this on the chat then. So you can have a copy of that also. That duplicate link for applicant screener. There you go. I just put that on chat. Okay, let's see. Any other questions maybe regarding this build or maybe anything that you're building with AskSpot? All right. Dimitri says, no, thank you. Okay, there you go. Oh, there you go. From Dan, is there a way to duplicate pages inside a build? If you're referring to this, right now, I don't think there's a way to duplicate the form pages inside an IntelliForm. There's only rename or delete. That would be good to have, right? It'd be good to have those for sure. Let's see. Any other questions? Also, copy and paste fields from one page to another. Yeah. So maybe being able to copy the sections, right, to a different page. There's no way to do that at the moment. Prevents having to rebuild the whole thing. Right, right. Yep, not at the moment. Hopefully, we'll have that in the future. I mean, our devs are constantly working to make this a better tool. See, any other questions, guys, while we're here on the call? Okay, I think we're good for today. Well, you guys, I really appreciate you all for joining. And if there's no other questions, let's wrap it up. And if you need any help at all, you know where to find me. That'll be support at askspot.ai. And I'll see you on the next live health session on Tuesday. Thanks and have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.